Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're looking at the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Marvel Legends HELA, or HELA, or HELA, however you want to pronounce your name. Not entirely sure on how that goes, and I'm pretty sure, I talked to one guy about it and he seems to have a pretty good idea of what it should be, but I'm not sure that there's actually an official pronunciation for it. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's look at the figure. It's mostly the red She-Hulk. She comes with a sword, which, if memory serves, is the same as Strife's sword, but this time it's green with a black handle. And she comes with a cloth cape. So it's kind of a cool figure. They did the paint job, for the most part, really well. The line work on it, it's all pretty squared up and looks nice. I like it for the most part. We do have some parts where they don't really meet perfectly, but I guess that's okay. One problem I have is the fingers. Mine have a little bit of green poking through, and I've heard other people that have a lot of green poking through, so that's not the best situation. She still does have the gloves molded on her from Red She-Hulk, if memory serves, so that's not the best situation at all. And she still does have her biceps on backwards, so that's also not great. Head sculpt is actually pretty good. The helmet looks pretty nice with these attachable pieces back here. Turned out fairly well. I'm okay with it. Her cape, I'm not a big fan of cloth capes. Some people are probably okay with them, so that's going to really be up to you. This side is kind of fuzzy, like felt almost, and this side is not. Mine has a big smudge of some stuff. I don't know what that is. It came that way. It's kind of annoying. For a Comic-Con exclusive, I expect the QC to be higher, and it just doesn't seem to be. But otherwise, it's good. The shoulder pads are supposed to go down like this. But they don't. They just stick forward, and I don't think I can fix that with heating it because it looks like they're molded that way, so that's a little disappointing also. I think, though, if memory serves, you can pull this off. If you want to take her cape off altogether, you can pop the head off and take the cape off. So that's an option if you want to do that. I don't know if you would or not, but you can do it. I guess that gives you a little bit of a chance to try to get this to sit better also. Really cool thing about her is the plastic she's molded in is really metallic. There's lots of like metal flake in there, and it reminds me of Crazy Bones. If you were a kid from the 90s, you know what I'm talking about, or at least if you grew up partially in the 90s. Anyway, it's cool to have the metallic plastic. I think that looks really nice and suits the character. Face paint is pretty well done. The lips are lined up and the eyes look okay, and then all the green stuff on there looks good. As far as articulation goes, head is just a ball peg. These do pop off fairly easily, but I guess that's okay so that they don't break. Standard ball hinge shoulders, full range of motion, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, just about 90 degrees with the bicep swivel in there. Wrist swivel and a wrist hinge. Diaphragm joint, which works well enough. Not great, not the best one we've ever seen, but nothing to complain about, so that's pretty good. The hips are really awkwardly wide jointed, but they do actually provide enough range of motion that it shouldn't be too much of a problem, so that's okay. I don't like wide jointed hips at all, and these are really almost vertical joints, but they work well enough, so that's fine. Double jointed knees, so that's a good thing. They work nicely. And then the ankles have really good range of motion, forward back, and the ankle rocker. So for the most part, it's a pretty good figure. I don't know how many people are actually dying to have a figure of this character. If you are, then go ahead and pick it up. I don't think you'll be too disappointed. If you are not a particular fan of the character, though, then it's not that good that you should really spend a whole bunch of money to track it down, I think. It'll definitely make for a nice display piece if you can get this to sit down right here, but otherwise it's just kind of, it looks good, but it's not great. So I don't know. It's really going to be up to you guys. I can say I recommend it if you like the character. If you don't like the character, then it might not be worth it to you. That's going to be up to you. I'll give you a height measurement real quick, then I'll put some photos at the end. She's about 7 inches tall to the top of her head, which makes her about 18 centimeters. Alright, so stick around for some photos here at the end, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.